You are listening to the Hawaiian Islands presents the 2026 Outrigger Men's Volleyball Championships on 22 West Radio, streaming live on YouTube and online at 88.1 KKJZ, HD3 Long Beach. UC San Diego pulled off an upset last night in the Big West Conference Championships curtain raiser, defeating the Central Coast foes UC Santa Barbara for the first time this season behind a big-time performance from setter Cameron Worrell. Fresh off their first sweep over the Gauchos in 13 years, the Tritons are primed and ready for their second straight Big West semifinal. Hawaii arrived on the mainland earlier this week as the undisputed top dogs, fresh off their third Big West regular season title in program history. With the best attack in the conference led by 5 all-conference first-team selections, the Rainbow Warriors are in search of back-to-back Big West tournament titles for the second time in 4 seasons. I'm JayDe Beaudry alongside Bruce Kuntz, and it is a pleasure to have you with us on a Friday night for the first half of our Big West Championships semifinals doubleheader on 22 West Radio. We welcome you courtside to the Bren Event Center here in Irvine. And Bruce, San Diego may be playing some of their best volleyball of the season at the perfect time, but it's Hawaii who are the heavy favorites tonight.
Yeah, JayDe, these two split the regular season series with that Triton win being the only conference loss for the Rainbow Warriors. The Tritons looked great yesterday, and their key tonight will be to continue serving well. They racked up 9 aces in both that win over Hawaii and in their sweep yesterday, serving efficiently and with power. On the other side, the key for the Bows will be playing their game above the net. Hawaii was banged up for that last game against UC San Diego, and the Tritons outblocked them 15-6. Tread Rosenthal is a full go tonight, and the Bows were one of the best blocking teams in the country all season long. If they can get back to their typically efficient attack and stifling blocking defense, the Big West regular season champs will be in the driver's seat.
We are moments away from first serve, so let's run you through the starters. First for the UC San Diego Tritons, the number 5 seed in this Big West Conference Championship, led by 4th-year head coach Brad Rostrader. At the setter's position, it's Cameron Worrell. The middle blocker pairing has been reshuffled from night 1. Jim Garrison will line up alongside Leo Wiemelt, who replaces Peter Selcho in the Tritons starting 6. On the outsides, it's 3 outside hitters in Sebastiano Sani, Leo Provetnikov, and Josh Ewert. And the Tritons dress 2 liberos, Evan Boyle, who will be present in serve receive, and Keegan Cook, who will be the defensive libero tonight. And for the Rainbow Warriors, the number 1 seed in the Big West Conference Championships, led by 17th-year head coach Charlie Wade, Tread Rosenthal will run the offense alongside the middle blocker pairing of Travell Jordan, making his first start since the CSUN series 2 weeks ago, and Justin Todd, who has been the ever-present attacker and blocking force in the middle. On the outside, it's the French connection of Louis Sakanoko and Adrian Rohr, and Tristan Tatrisky, the Bulgarian bomber, returns for the Rainbow Warriors after not getting the start on both nights against UC San Diego to close out the regular season. He returns tonight as the opposite. Quentin Greenidge, the libero, also dresses fresh off a Big West first-team selection. It is not often that a team can replace an All-American libero with a man like Quentin Greenidge, All-American caliber, top to bottom. Bruce, Hawaii, the favorites tonight for their depth and for the performances they have put in all season long. 26-4
overall. This Hawaii team has been fantastic from start to finish, and they upset Long Beach State last year, winning the conference tournament when they were the 2 seed. This year, they're the number 1, and they're looking to keep it that way.
On the left side of the floor, UC San Diego will have the first serve, dressed in all gray. The defensive libero, Keegan Cook, dressed in a navy blue uniform, and the Rainbow Warriors take to the right side, dressed in all white. Quentin Greenidge adorned in an all-black uniform. The first serve coming from Leo Provetnikov, and we are underway in Irvine. The pass from Moore, jousted the net, won by Rosenthal. Back on the Rainbow Warriors side, pushed outside, Sakanoko blocked. Greenidge first touch. Rosenthal back to Louis, left side, blocked and roofed. The Tritons take the first point of set 1.
We talked about how impactful that UC San Diego block was when they took down Hawaii, and it's right off to a great start again.
Provetnikov, 1 serving 0. Sends it 15 feet beyond the end line, caught it all wrong, and we're tied at 1-all.
It was 9 aces and only 11 service errors last night for UC San Diego. They're going to try and stay efficient while still attacking from beyond the service line.
And one half of the French connection steps behind the service line now for Hawaii, Louis Sakanoko. With a high toss and a roll serve, passed out of the back row. Whirl from the logo, pushes to Sani left side, around a triple block, and down a neat touch from Sebastiano Sani.
What a year it's been for Sebastiano Sani. Transferred from Long Beach State, and he's taken this UC San Diego program on his shoulders. He's on the board early.
The redshirt senior middle blocker, Jim Garrison, will serve for the Tritons. UC San Diego 2, serving 1. To the back row, passed by Greenidge. Rosenthal from the logo, back row, Sakanoko. Swinging hard and swinging true. The Rainbow Warriors tie set 1 at 2-all.
And a beautiful combo set there from Tread Rosenthal. He's going to be running this Hawaii offense tonight, and he has been one of the best setters, if not the best setter in the country all year.
That will will send the Houston, Texas native Justin Todd behind the service line. 2-all in set one as the traveling Road Warriors are making all the noise in the Bren Event Center. High toss from Todd, passed up to Whirl in the middle. Awkward touch from Wemelt, kept alive by Hawaii. Tatriski swinging from the back row, blocked and roofed. The combination of Cameron Whirl and Sebastiano Sani. And back and forth we go through 5 points in set one.
Hawaii was out of system again there, and it's already a second big-time stuff above the net for UC San Diego.
The third-year junior middle blocker Leo Wemelt also involved. Tritons lead 3-2. Cameron Whirl, the serve across, pass from Rohr. Rosenthal from the logo, D-set to Tatriski. Nobody in the area code. And the Bulgarian bomber ties us at 3 apiece.
Tatriski's first swing was that last roof. Now he gets an uncontested swing from beyond the 10-foot line, and he rocketed that ball into the floor.
Now it's the 11-time Big West setter of the week, Trent Rosenthal, to serve at 3-0. Passed out the back row by Boyle. Whirl on his horse. That's outside. Ewert roll shot dug out by Greenwich inside the 10-foot line. Rosenthal pushes to Rohr. Blocked and roofed. Sebasani and Leo Wemelt applying the pressure. And the Tritons lead 4-3.
Said it pregame that UC San Diego's block was going to be their most impactful part of this game, and it's starting fantastic. Another one.
Sebastiano Sani at 4, serving 3 for the Tritons. Hard to the back row. Sakanoko pops it up. Greenwich second touch. Sets outside. Tatriski just has to free ball it across with 2 hands, but it does not get back to the net.
Errant pass there from Greenwich. It was a tough assignment for Tatriski from out of bounds on a very sharp angle to get that ball over the net. Wound up just putting it back over, but still on Hawaii's side.
Sani now at 5, serving 3, fresh off the walk-off ace that ended the first round matchup last night against the Gauchos. Fastball to the back row, goes 5 feet long. We'll send the second half of the French Connection behind the service line in Adrian Rohr, rocking the trademark long white sleeves. At 4, serving 5, the toss from Rohr. Topspin serve across, passed up to Whirl at the logo, and he sets it to the Hawaii side of the net. And swinging through, Leo Wemelt caught the tape on his way down. All kinds of awkward from the UC San Diego attack.
What a funky look there. The set was late, and Wemelt swung right through it. Didn't make contact, but the set went over the net, and then as he landed, he hit the twine.
5-all now in set one. Rohr serve, passed up to Whirl, high above the net. This set once again goes to the middle, and the violation from the chair called against the Rainbow Warriors. Looks like it'll go down as a net violation against Travell Jordan, reaching over into Cameron Whirl's territory.
Just got over and interfered with the set.
Tritons lead 6-5. Serve from Wemelt, floats to the back row, and it's long. Another early service error gives Hawaii the lead at 6-6. We're tied.
Already 3 of them here early on in this first set for UC San Diego. It's half of Hawaii's scoring just in those service errors.
Just 4 kills with the first 12 points combined as Travell Jordan with a float serve. Pass from Provetnikov. Whirl left side. Sets in a phone booth. Ewert down the line. Did not get a touch off the block as the ball careened out of bounds, and immediately Brad Rostrader cups his hand in a C to issue a challenge.
Yeah, I think that we're going to see an overturn here. It was Josh Ewert swinging from the right side, went for the line shot, and pretty sure it caught a piece of Hawaii before it hit the ground. Ewert's going to be another guy that is a huge player to watch for the Tritons in this match. It's been that 3 outside hitter system that Rostrader has been running as the season's gone on. We've seen a lot less of Luke Chandler at opposite. Instead, Josh Ewert has gotten a lot of that playing time, and he has been absolutely fantastic down the stretch this season. 6 of the last 7 games for UC San Diego, he's been in double-digit kill territory.
And he's been deployed on the right side just for the last 8 games of the season. Rostrader moving him over there, and Ewert has excelled. He's undersized, but he can still get the job done at 6'4". The Moraga, California native has had an outstanding finish to the season, is a big reason why San Diego was playing some of their best volleyball here in the Big West Championships. First challenge issued from Brad Rostrader. Each team gets 3. If you are successful, you keep your challenges. If you lose it for good. Unless we go to a 5th set and you have less than 3, then both coaches will get 1 challenge back.
There's a lot of great athletes in the Big West, and Josh Ewert is right near the top. of that list. You mentioned he's 6'4". You wouldn't know it from how high he gets above the net as the call is in.
And UC San Diego will get the point. Good call, Bruce. It is off the hands of Louis Sakanoko. Pretty clear on the replay. The official is taking another look at it. Josh Ewert will now step up to serve. 13 kills on 25 swings last night for UC San Diego to lead all Tritons.
He's great from behind the service line, too. 34 aces.
7 serving 6. Ewert high toss to the back row. Pass from Sakanoko up to Rosenthal. D-set to Treesky, blocked, and Greenwich keeps it up. Rosenthal to the middle. Todd blocked, and it's out. Once again, the Tritons get hands to the attack. Justin Todd will pick up the kill, and we're tied at 7.
That point goes to Hawaii, but it's 2 more plays again where there were good block touches from UC San Diego. That one just missed the line to end the point, but this Triton block looking effective.
Treesky now to serve. 7 all rolled across. Sani pass, whirl from the logo. Back row, Sani! Oohs and ahs throughout the Bren Event Center as Seba Sani detonates from the 3-meter line.
It is nearly impossible to have an attack of that sharp of an angle from the back row. That is sick from Sebasani.
Tritons lead 8-7 in set 1. Provetnikov serves into the net. And we're tied at 8, as neither team has been able to separate by more than 2 points here through the first 16 of set 1. Louis Sakanoko, high toss, serves long, and the Tritons retake the lead at 9-8.
A big part of when UC San Diego was able to beat Hawaii was getting them out of their regular attack. This is the most efficient attack in the Big West, but they're not looking like they're firing on all cylinders so far.
Jim Garrison, 9 serving, 8 for the Tritons, rolled across, roar to the ground on a pass. Rosenthal right back to him on the left side. And it's off the block and down on the Rainbow Warriors side of the floor. Another roof for UC San Diego.
And that was just Cameron Worrell doing it himself above the net, one-on-one against War, and it's UC San Diego who wins up above the tape again.
10 serving 8 now. Garrison to the back row. Greenwich on a dive. Rosenthal tips it over on 2. Dug out by Provetnikov in the back row. Whirl, D-set. Ewert rolls it across. Greenwich dives in to keep it alive. Then Rosenthal bumps it up. Sakanoko swinging. Ewert with one fist on the sideline. Keeps it up, and it's fisted back over. Rosenthal swings on 1. And Tread Rosenthal gets the kill on an electrifying rally.
Talk about a scramble drill. That was chaos on both sides of the net. First, a great dig from Greenwich. Rosenthal had to topple over him to even get the setup. Then a great job by Provetnikov to save the ball on the other side. And going on the attack on 1, Rosenthal ends the rally.
Rainbow Warriors at 9 serving 10. That's their number 9, Justin Todd, with a deep breath and a high toss. Middle blocker serves 10 feet long and wide. Another service error for Hawaii. Now we'll send Cameron Worrell back to serve, the 6'7" redshirt junior and San Diego native. Tall, physical setter, got the start on that famous Night 2 victory in La Jolla against the Rainbow Warriors. His serve at 11-9, rolled across, Greenwich pass, Rosenthal to the middle, Jordan blocked, Rosenthal first touch, Sakanoko second, Rosenthal now swings, blocked again, Rainbow Warriors keep it up, Sakanoko setting over to the left side, roar off the block, Greenwich first touch, Sakanoko bump from the back row to Treesky, right side, rolls it into the twine. And UC San Diego are feasting above the net. They've opened up their largest lead in set 1 at 12-9.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It feels like UC San Diego has all 6 of their players in the front row with the way Hawaii cannot get an attack through. That was 3 different block touches there where they denied the attacks, and then Tetrisky just trying to get a ball over, got cute and rolled it right into the net. This is an excellent start for the Tritons.
Rainbow Warriors hitting -111 as Whirl serves down the sideline. Roar overpass. Sani first touch. Whirl from the logo. Back row Provetnikov. His toes on that 10-foot line called for the attacking error. And Hawaii gets a point back.
Hawaii was going to be looking to start this match fast to reestablish to themselves that they're the dominant favorite in this matchup and also to halt UC San Diego momentum from yesterday. That is not what's happened.
Rosenthal for the Rainbow Warriors at 10 serving 12. Fastball to the back row, passed up by Boyle. Whirl from the 10-foot line, D-set. Sani touches it around the double block and down. A successful side out now for UC San Diego.
Hawaii's block just a little bit late, and Sani getting way up there on a set that was a little close to the net. It's a great job to hook it into the middle of the floor.
Sebastiano Sani, 3 kills on 3 errorless swings. Now his serve at 13-10. Rolled across, Greenwich pass, Rosenthal from the logo, left side to Treesky. Threads the eye of the needle on a cross-court swing through the double block and down.
And that's really one of the only times so far that Hawaii's been able to have a fully in-system attack and get up above the blockers of UC San Diego. They're going to look for more of that.
Second kill for Tatrisky on 6 swings, 3 attacking errors for the Bulgarian as Rohr serves at 11-13. Passed out from Sani, Whirl left side, sets it to no man's land in the middle. And Provetnikov can only dive in to try and apply a third touch. Second awkward set already here in set 1 from Cameron Whirl.
Yeah, just some miscommunication there. Whirl set it a rip to the middle where nobody was home. All of a sudden, Hawaii's back within 1.
Rainbow Warriors 12, Tritons 13 in set 1. Adrian Rohr serves across, pass by Boyle. Chandler left side of the floor, back inside. Ewert swings and it's off the chest of Adrian Rohr in the back row and into the stands. UC San Diego restore their 2-point advantage. Leo Wiemelt, float serve, pass by Sakanoko, over a pass, Jim Garrison. The back row, passed it back over, and once again it's detonated as UC San Diego are the first to 15 in set 1.
This is an excellent start for the Tritons. Garrison going on the attack there before it gets back to Provetnikov. It was going to be big for UC San Diego to come out and make sure it felt like that they were playing on even ground. That's exactly what's happened. I don't think that you can say that there's a favorite anymore. Right now, this is going to be a dogfight all the way to the end.
The teams break for the timeout, and we will step away on 22 West Radio. At the first media break, it's UC San Diego 15, University of Hawaii 12 in set 1 on 22 West Radio. UC San Diego off to a hot start in the Bren Event Center as the Rainbow Warriors are under pressure halfway through set 1. It's the Tritons who lead 15-12.
And already 4 blocks for UC San Diego. This is exactly the same blocking pressure that they were able to provide when they beat Hawaii. They've carried it right into this match exactly like they were hoping to do.
UC San Diego with the serve. It's Leo Wiemelt with a hybrid float to the back row. Greenwich, Rosenthal, right side to Treesky. Off the double block and out of bounds. And now a change coming for Hawaii in service. On comes Finn Kearney replacing Travell Jordan.
Finn Kearney, when he's had a chance to play over these last couple of years, has had some really great moments. Stepped in for Tatrisky last year at the end of the year.
And here he serves at 13-15. The southpaw swinger gets Sani on an awkward pass. Whirl pushes it back inside. Provetnikov swings, hand pass Rosenthal. Out of system, Rohr, left side Louis. Rejected by the triple block, first touch Todd. Rosenthal, D-set to Treesky. Blocked and roofed. Oh my, Leo Provetnikov. Tritons up by 3.
Return to sender. Right after Tatrisky had the kill a point before, UC San Diego right back to their block.
Off goes Kearney, back on comes Travell Jordan. Making way for Quentin Greenwich as Josh Ewert serves long. Targeting Greenwich in the right back of the Hawaii serve receive. The Tritons continue to lead 16-14. Ball in the hands now of Tristan Tetrisky. Tetrisky, the latest in a long line of players from Sofia, Bulgaria. His roll serve, diving and dying to the back row. Catches some line love, and it's an ace for Tristan Tetrisky.
Tetrisky missed 2 months earlier this year. Still Big West first team.
15 serving 16. Tetrisky roll serve. Garrison pass tight at the net. Whirl gets the Jaws back on the San Diego side. Provetnikov bumps it back in. Sani swinging from the back row. Dug out by Roar. Rosenthal 10-foot line. Left side. Sakanoko swinging off the block and out of bounds. Hawaii have roared right back. It's 16-all.
5 all Big West first team selections. We saw the ace from Tetrisky, and now Sakanoko has a kill.
Tetrisky on a run. Serve hard now to the back row. Passed out by Boyle. Whirl, D-set, Ewert, blocked and roofed. Justin Todd and Louis Sakanoko. The Rainbow Warriors have retaken the lead.
And it's with their first block of the night. Hawaii has been a great blocking team all year, second in the conference in blocks per set. UC San Diego's dominated that facet over the last regular season time that they played, and so far here. But now Hawaii's getting the momentum to swing, and it's another aggressive timeout, as is the MO from Brad Rostrader.
And can you hear the Road Warriors roar? We will step away and return for the conclusion of set number 1. University of Hawaii 17, UC San Diego 16 in set 1. The Big West Championship semifinals on 22 West Radio. Into the dying embers of set number 1 in the Big West Championship semifinal. It's Hawaii who have retaken the lead over UC San Diego with 17-16. And the Rainbow Warriors, Bruce, back to hitting dead even for the first time in a long time. Hawaii's
been very consistently the best team in the Big West this year. And for UC San Diego, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. They finished, or right now they're 13-13, got back to 500 with the win yesterday. There's been times that they've pretty much gotten just run all over. But then there's been other times that they've looked like that they've got a lot to tap into. They beat Hawaii during the regular season. That was the only loss for the Rainbow Warriors. And last night they swept UC Santa Barbara in what looked like their best volleyball of the year. This UC San Diego team hasn't dominated the whole season, but they're the kind of roster that has a chance to do something special if they get hot.
And Brad Rostrader using every second of his timeout. The Tritons just returned to the floor. Rainbow Warriors ready and waiting. As Tristan Tetrisky has served 3 straight. It's a 4-1 for the Rainbow Warriors as Sani passes. It's Whirl out of bounds, tipping it back inside. Provetnikov gets it across. Now Rosenthal, left side Sakanoko, blocked. Greenwich is there. Rosenthal swings on 2. And Hawaii up 18-16.
And I love that adjustment from Tread Rosenthal. This UC San Diego block has had time to recycle after their denials and get back above the net. Rosenthal that time doesn't give him a chance.
5 straight points for the Rainbow Warriors. Roll serve to Tetrisky. Whirl pushes left side. Provetnikov blocked. Tritons can't get it back over the net. Another set from Whirl that goes to nobody in a gray uniform. And Hawaii knocking on the red zone now at 19-16.
And Hawaii's whole side of the net wanted a lift midway through that point against Jim Garrison. So even if UC San Diego got that ball over, it might have been overturned on a challenge.
Brad Rostrader having a conversation with the down judge. We can introduce you to our officials. Tony Chen on the chair, Raymond Mink, the down judge. And now it's Brad Rostrader issuing his second challenge here in set 1, looking, it looks like for a lift, Bruce.
I'm not sure exactly what's being challenged here because it was Garrison on the Triton side of the net that Hawaii's whole side wanted the whistle to go against. It didn't. And then UC San Diego couldn't get the ball over, so it went down as a 4-touch violation.
Well, awkward here from Rostrader. It's UC San Diego with only 2 challenges left in the match. Rostrader already burned one here in set 1.
And Rostrader has a very unique way of managing with the challenges, with the timeouts. He is unafraid to use either one of those 2 things at any point in the match. It can be early in a set, early in the match. Like you said, he's already down 1 challenge, but going to use one here. This is a very big review, though. The Tritons do not want to be down to only 1 challenge this early in the match.
And at the Big West Championships, there is the full complement of line judges. 4 of them, 1 on every corner. Derwin Jordan, John Park, Rob Reyes, Henry Pena, and Zalati Martinez have their eagle eyes on all 4 corners here. Did not see a challenge issued by Brand Rostrader in yesterday's Big West Conference Championships opening match. He has chosen to be aggressive so far tonight. Review ongoing here as the Tritons are trying to stay warm.
Brad Rostrader's a rising star in the men's volleyball coaching scene. Won NAIA Coach of the Year all the way back when he was coaching for Vanguard. Now he's been with the Tritons for 4 years, and this is a program that is expecting to continue to grow. Sebastiano Sani, only a junior, if they can get him back for next year and find some consistency in the health and in their performance as well. This UC San Diego team is going to be trying to become one of the big dogs in the conference alongside Hawaii and Long Beach State.
It will certainly be tough for UC San Diego. 9 seniors on the roster, including Sebastiano Sani in his first season since making the switch from Long Beach State. This is a senior-heavy roster, and it was on senior night just last week. They were defeated by UC Santa Barbara, able to get their revenge in the first round. But as the call comes in here on the challenge, Hawaii will keep the point, and a big celebration from the Rainbow Warriors. Makes the score 19-16 here in set 1. Tatriski still on his service run. High toss. Served into the net, and the run at long last from the Bulgarian comes to an end. Tritons back within 2.
So even without the overturn, a 2-point advantage is not too much to overcome.
Provetnikov serves, passed by Rohr. Rosenthal, left side Sakanoko, rattles the cage of the double block, and it's down beyond the boundary. Hawaii, the first to the red zone.
Louis Sakanoko is such a dynamic attacker on the pin. 16 games with double-digit kills this year, and he'll be looking for another one tonight.
Charlie Wade with some instructions for Sakanoko. Frenchman's turn to serve. At 2017, rolled across. First touch Garrison in the back row. It's the libero. Boyle setting left side. Sani disrupted by the block. Greenwich first touch. Rosenthal back to the middle. Justin Todd dug out by Provetnikov. Whirl pushes it back inside for Ewert, targeting a cross-court swing. And Sakanoko dove in for a first touch that rocketed right underneath the net. It's a kill for Josh Ewert. And UC San Diego refusing to roll over here in set 1.
And another great example of the athleticism and just athletic skill of Ewert. Had his hips turned like he was going to hit towards the back right corner. Instead goes cross-court. Filthy shot.
Jim Garrison to serve. 18 serving 20. Rolled to the back row. Greenwich gets in the way of Rohr, and Todd sends it over on 2. And he comes up worse for wear, Justin Todd. Still on the Terraflex. Grabbing at his left ankle. We will have a break in play as Justin Todd is attended to.
Couldn't see if it looked like he may have made contact or stepped on one of his teammates' feet as he was in the back row there. But he went straight down as soon as he passed it over the net and out. Todd hit the floor immediately.
It is a Hawaii team that has struggled with injuries all season long, with Tristan Tatriski and Travell Jordan missing time recently, and Justin Todd has to be helped off the floor by Louis Sakanoko and Trent Rosenthal. Unable to walk off on his own power, he heads to the bench.
It wasn't even just a help, it was a full pick up and lift off the floor from his teammates. That's not a good sign for Justin Todd.
So replacing Justin Todd at the middle blocker position is the Israeli international Ofek Hazan, who has had considerable playing time. In the absence, usually of Travell Jordan, enters into the front row now.
Hazan had a great finish to the regular season. 7 blocks on night 1 against CSUN, added another 5 in the second match that weekend.
19 serving 20. Garrison across, pass from Greenwich. Rosenthal to the middle. Ofek Hazan paints the back line. And an immediate contribution from the Israeli.
Get him in and get him involved. And you saw UC San Diego's bench popped up off asking for a challenge, but they're down to 1 and they can't afford to issue one.
Hazan off the stove and into the fire as Justin Todd is being carried back to the locker room by his teammates. So the middle blocker pairing now for Hawaii, Travell Jordan and Ofek Hazan. Vladimir Kuber and Kainoa Wade helping Justin Todd back to the locker room. They have a brief break in play. And at 21-19 in set 1, it's advantage Hawaii. Hazan the serve. Floated to the back row, Provetnikov overpass, Rohr, hand pass, first touch. Rosenthal to the middle, Travell Jordan disrupted by the block. But the ball finds its way to the floor. Evan Boyle could not dive in for the second touch. And Hawaii are 3 points away from a set 1 victory.
Just a couple lapses in serve receive in this first set for UC San Diego, and that's a big one there.
Tritons will put 5 in the back row now from right to left. Boyle, Provetnikov, Ewert, Sani, and the middle blocker Leo Wiemelt. Hazan, float serve, low, Provetnikov bumps it up, whirl, bumps at Sani left side off the triple block. Tetrisky first touch. Rosenthal pushes, left side, Rohr, down the line, Ewert digs it back across the net. Tetrisky first touch. Rosenthal to the back row, Louis, 2 hands into the block, back on the Rainbow Warriors side. Rosenthal, D-set, Tetrisky, down the line. And the Road Warriors roar as it's 23-19. Timeout, UC San Diego.
What a shot from Christian Tetrisky. He's so dynamic attacking from the back row and so much length to go out and get the ball. It was a great set from Tread Rosenthal, closer to the net, and it allows Tetrisky to get all his momentum going that direction. Sharp angle into the middle of the floor, and Hawaii has bounced back in a great way. It was UC San Diego that was ahead heading into the media timeout midway through. UC San Diego has not been able to keep that block going, and Hawaii's made the necessary adjustments. Now they're 2 points away from taking the set.
And they're up to their largest lead of set 1. No Justin Todd as he's still back in the locker room. And this is a different look for Hawaii than what they rolled out on night 2. Down 4 regular starters, including Tread Rosenthal against the Tritons. This is a team hungry to prove that that second night in La Jolla was a fluke. It was the freshman setter Magnus Heddervik running the offense on that night. Put up 29 assists as Hawaii struggled. Rosenthal did not appear until late in set 4. And after a negative hitting start, Bruce, Hawaii now hitting 121, 12 kills, 8 errors on 33 swings in the set. They have turned this first set right around and are now on the doorstep, going up 1-0 on the 5-seeded Tritons.
It's looked a lot better in these last 10 or so points. UC San Diego still doing a good job with their block impacting, but it's Hawaii that's made the adjustments to at least get the ball through once in a while. That very beginning of this match, UC San Diego's block was impenetrable. Now Hawaii has found its way around it a few times. Still going to be a good matchup moving through this rest of this match.
5 blocks for UC San Diego in the frame. But now they're going to have to face down a serve from Ofek Hazan. It has been 3 straight points for Hawaii to set up this exchange at 23-19. Still 5 in the back row for the Tritons. Boyle, the libero, all alone on the right side. Hazan, low toss, float serve, Sani pass, whirl, back to Sani, left side swing and blocked. Sani touched it twice on the way down, and it's set point number 1 in set 1 for the Rainbow Warriors. Ofek Hazan all smiles. Entered late here in set 1. Now looking to apply the finishing touches. Float serve, Sani, errant pass. It's an ace for Ofek Hazan. And the Rainbow Warriors come all the way back. 25-19 the final score as we move to set 2.
What an ending to set 1 for Ofek Hazan. Entered in place of the injured Justin Todd, immediately had a kill on the first point on the floor, then goes on a service run to end the set. It looked shaky to start, but Hawaii proved why they're number 2 in the country there. A great finish over the last 20 points.
4 straight points for Hawaii. Ofek Hazan involved in every single one. We move to set 2 on the other side of the break. UC San Diego look to even things up as it's the Rainbow Warriors ahead 1-0 in the Big West Conference Championship semifinals on 22 West Radio. The Rainbow Warriors rip off the last 4 straight points to take set 1, 25-19 over the number 5 seeded UC San Diego Tritons. An impressive start, Bruce, for UC San Diego and Bren Rostrader's men that just fall short at the very end.
Yeah, UC San Diego's blocked looked fantastic throughout that first set, but especially at the beginning. They had Hawaii hitting in the negatives through the media timeout. Just really fantastic stuff up above the net, and that's going to be the key. UC San Diego, when they beat Hawaii, outblocked them 15-6, and that's the kind of discrepancy they're going to need to win this matchup.
And there's been a calculated adjustment from Brand Rostrader throughout set 1. Usually the Tritons working with a 2 libero system. Keegan Cook, the defensive libero, Evan Boyle, the libero in serve-receive. Instead of putting Keegan Cook on the floor throughout set 1 with the Tritons serving, it has been Leo Wiemelt lining up in the front row. So Rostrader sacrificing back row defense for size at the net. UC San Diego among the best passing teams in the Big West, among the very best in digs per set. But as we see here in set 2, it might be Brad Rostrader continuing to make that calculated risk, hoping that the Tritons block can make more of a difference than their back row defense.
It makes sense. Put all your eggs into the basket of the blocking. Cameron Worrell at 6'7" has made a huge impact above the net as well. But for UC San Diego, if you allow Hawaii to attack fully in system without competition up at the net, you've got no chance. So try and stop them before it gets over the tape. And it was working through the beginning of set 1, and even all the way through, it was close. And UC San Diego has to feel some sort of confidence to come out with the scoreboard wiped clean at 0-0 and get back on the attack with that block.
We might be in Irvine tonight, but the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors fan base has made the trip across the Pacific, and it has been rocking in this gym from first serve. It really feels like there's a sea of green surrounding us as Hawaii have this home crowd fully on their side. It'll be a big advantage for them throughout the weekend.
Yeah, that's just like you said. It's a home crowd here for Hawaii, and that's usually how it goes for the Rainbow Warriors, but it's especially strong presence in this match. For set point, they were getting loud all throughout. Every time something happened for Hawaii, you really feel the presence in this building.
Hawaii with the first serve here in set 2. 4 pattern across the back row for UC San Diego. Evan Boyle in the right back. Provetnikov and Sani, both shielding the redshirt junior outside Josh Ewert, who in set one held to just 3 kills on 6 swings. It's him and Sebastiano Sani leading the way for the Tritons, as Hawaii finished the set hitting 156, thanks in part to Tristan Tetrisky's lengthy service run and his team leading 4 kills on 8 swings. Tetrisky, with his first serve in set 2, sends it 15 feet beyond the end line and almost to the back wall of the Bren Event Center. So the Tritons on the board first, and Cameron Worrell can step back to serve. Only 7 assists in the first set, 3 block assists to lead the Tritons blocking effort. At 1 serving nothing in set 2. Worrell, a run up, low toss, served, passed by Greenwich. Rosenthal, back row, roar! Floats one to the back row and Provetnikov can't handle it. Rainbow Warriors tie us up at 1.
I think that's a dig that Provetnikov would like to have another chance at. Didn't come over with too much speed on the swing from War, but Provetnikov, as he dove to his right, couldn't keep it alive.
Louis Sakanoko serving 1-all. Corkscrew to the back row. Sani pass. Worrell pushes cross court. Ewert on a power angle swing just missed the sideline. And immediately, Leo Provetnikov and Sebastiano Sani calling for a challenge on the touch. Brad Rostrader down to his last challenge after losing 2 in set 1. Will oblige. And he's challenging the touch here on the block, Bruce.
This is an aggressive challenge. If UC San Diego loses it, they're out. So they've got to be sure of this one. Leo Provetnikov definitely looked that way. Immediately walked over towards Rostrader and said, we have to challenge. They can't afford to not only be out of challenges, but to lose that momentum swing. Would be a gut punch to not have any left early on in set 2.
You talk about that gut punch. The numbers really back that up. 17 of Hawaii's 26 wins this season have come in straight sets. And since the start of the 2020 season, Hawaii is 143-5 when winning the opening set. They're up 1 set to none. So far tonight, they are 24-0 this season when taking set number 1. Feels like everything right now working against UC San Diego. And the challenge call huge here from Brad Rostrader, who if he loses could be out of challenges for as long as this one goes tonight.
And I think that that's a big part of the aggressiveness on the challenges being issued by Rostrader. UC San Diego has to play this from the very first serve like each set is set 5. Every point matters to the utmost degree, because if you're going to go for an upset and go at the top dogs in the conference, they can't afford to fall behind.
Come for the king, you best not miss. As the call is in and being relayed to Brad Rostrader and Charlie Wade. Charlie Wade in his 17th season at the helm of this Hawaii program, in search of back-to-back Big West tournament titles. As the Rainbow Warriors hosting last year, taking down Long Beach State in the championship game. And after further review, there was no block touch. UC San Diego are out of challenges. 3 points into set 2.
Not good. Not good at all for the Tritons.
And Louis Sakanoko will continue his service run. It'll go down as an attacking error on Josh Ewert. And it's back-to-back points for the Rainbow Warriors. Sakanoko, high toss. Fastball to the back row, passed out. Worrell to the middle, disrupted, and it falls on the Triton side off the swing from Leo Riemel.
Hazan caught a lot of it, but popped up above the net. And it looked like at first Hawaii thought it went back over. Instead it lands just on their side. Rosenthal couldn't get there in time.
Now Keegan Cook takes to the floor for UC San Diego, replacing Evan Boyle in the rotation. Sebastiano Sani, 2 serving 2 to the back row. Greenwich pass, Rosenthal 10-foot line. D-set in a phone booth to Tristan Tetrisky, who answers the call. Hawaii take the lead at 3-2.
Already 5 kills for Tetrisky, and this attack has not been firing on all cylinders due to that block so far, but when they've found it, it's been Tetrisky who's had the hot hand.
Now Ofek Hazan back to serve. His ace finished set number 1. Rainbow Warriors lead 3-2, float to the back row. Errant pass, Sani has to bump it back in from the end line. It's tight at the net for Provetnikov, sent back by the triple block for a touch. Boyle, Worrell further on a D-set to Ewert, who swings long beyond the end line. Another attacking error for Josh Ewert, as there was a touch called at the net. Ewert instead picks up the kill, and we're tied at 3.
Just barely caught a piece of the blockers, and Sebasani, as it went out of bounds, looked up to the chair judge, begging, say, please give it to us. We don't have any challenges left.
Wemelt serves at 3-all. Rosenthal over on 2. A rim rocker from the Big West's best setter. 6'11", and it's straight down.
Second time we've seen Rosenthal go on the attack like that.
Now Rosenthal to serve. Rainbow Warriors 4 serving 3. Hard to the back row. Sani pass, whirl, left side. Provetnikov off the block. That goes into the San Diego bench. And a successful side out for the Tritons.
Yeah, Provetnikov's going to play a big role in this game. So far it's been Sani and Ewert that have been the main go-to attackers, but that could leave Provetnikov open for some easy swings.
4-all. Josh Ewert. High toss, his serve, rolled off the tape. Rosenthal forced into the first touch. Sakanoko set from the back row. Right side roar through the block. Sani dig. Whirl pushes above his own head. Ewert swinging cross court. Dug out Rosenthal. Roar pushes cross court to Treesky. Tries to tool the double block. Tritons keep it alive. Whirl bumps it back towards the net from the 10-foot line. Ewert swings. Digs it off the block. Whirl pushing cross court now. Provetnikov off the triple block. And nobody home for UC San Diego. The Manoa Roofing Company checking in set 2.
UC San Diego just got out of system there. Ended up being a long bump set to the left side for Provetnikov. He was offline, had to use his left hand to try and roll it over. Just not going to get that attack through.
5 serving 4, Adrian Roar. Fastball passed by Sani. Whirl back to Sani, coming from the back row. Down to the hands of Louis Sakanoko, whose first touch sent it into the stands. Back row kill for Sebastiano Sani.
Sani is so good coming down the Bic. That's another one of those swings where he essentially gets horizontal to the ground with his arm straight up above his head. So much athleticism.
5-all. Provetnikov serve. Pass by Sakanoko. Rosenthal to the middle for Travell Jordan. 1-2, but not a third touch from UC San Diego. Off of Keegan Cook, then Sebastiano Sani. But it's Travell Jordan picking up the kill.
Jordan hasn't had too much of a role on the attack so far. I think Hawaii starts to turn to their middles a lot more with how UC San Diego has been blocking.
For the Grand Canyon transfer, it'll go down as his second kill in only 3 swings. Multi-sport athlete growing up. Last year named to the MPSF All-Freshman team. He serves at 6'5". Errant pass from Sani. Bump to Ewert, right back to Sani. Through the triple block. First touch to the back row. Roar. Rosenthal a long way to go. Bumps it back to the net. Treesky free ball across. Sani bump to Whirl. Right back to Sani left side. Disrupted by the block. Back over the net. Sani swinging. Blocked off the hands of Tetrisky and out of bounds. UC San Diego ties us at 6.
Third time the charm for Sebasani there. He's got a killer instinct, and he wants this bad.
6-all, Jim Garrison, the middle blocker. Topspin serve, pass from Greenwich. Rosenthal, one-hand set, left side, Sakanoko. Welcome to the bounce house. Off a touch. Sakanoko with a highlight reel kill. Off a one-hand set from Trent Rosenthal. Rainbow Warriors lead 7-6. Tetrisky to serve. High toss from the Bulgarian, rolled across. Sani off his fist. It's Ewert pushing back to Sani, tight at the net. 1-on-2, back on the Triton side, and free ball across from Whirl. Tetrisky, hand pass. Rosenthal, back row, Roar. Sends it long. Point UC San Diego.
No touch from the blockers. Just missed them. And we've seen Hawaii starting to go at Sebastiano Sani in serve-receive. See if that continues. Sani's had a couple errant passes.
Sani's biggest weakness last year, by his own description at Long Beach State, was his passing, was his serve-receive. Hawaii continuing to pick that lock in the back row as it's 7-all. Cameron Whirl serves hard to the back row. Roar pass. Rosenthal quick to the middle. And there's Ofek Hazan hitting it long. Tritons take the lead at 8-7.
Hazan had an open swing there, but splitting the blockers just missed the left side line. Momentum starting to swing back towards the Triton way.
8 serving 7 in set 2. Cameron Whirl Roll serve this time. Hazan hand pass. Rosenthal from his knees to Sakanoko. Off the block and out of bounds. Louis Sakanoko picking up his 5th kill.
Great job by Rosenthal. Had to go to the ground on a low pass from Hazan. That's why Tread Rosenthal is arguably the best setter in the country.
8-all and Sakanoko to serve. High toss, Sakanoko fastball, pass by Sani. Whirl, left side, back to the middle. Wiemelt swinging away on only 2 touches in the back row from Hawaii. Tritons retake the lead.
Wiemelt had to go matrix mode up above the net there. Went in slow motion to wait for the set to reach him, but the rip just did get there in time.
Sebastiano Sani, 9 serving 8. High toss, fastball. Greenwich pops it up. Hazan sets. Left side roar, dug out by Cook. Whirl from the back row, pushing to the left side. Provetnikov blocked, and it's out of bounds. 6 hands across for the Rainbow Warriors. Can't get the job done.
That's a big one there. That's the triple block Hawaii is confident in every time, but Provetnikov put just enough behind the swing to get it out.
UC San Diego up to their largest lead in set 2.
This crowd's trying to turn Hawaii around.
10 serving 8. Sani, roll serve off the tape. Rosenthal bumps it. Sakanoko faked the set, then he swung from the back row. Filthy from the Frenchman as Sakanoko picks up another highlight reel kill.
There's sometimes you see the fake attack go into a set. Not often you see it the other direction, and then Sakanoko just paints the line. That is some skill.
6 kills for Sakanoko. 9 serving 10, Hazan. Hand pass. Whirl, right side, Ewert. Punches it across. Rosenthal first touch. Sakanoko sets from the back row to Treesky. Blocked and roofed on the right side. And Leo Wiemelt peels away, raising the roof.
It's been a little bit since we saw UC San Diego roof, but there's their 6th. Provetnikov just put that straight back down. They need to get that block back active.
11 serving 9. Wiemelt serve. Pass from Greenwich. Rosenthal to the middle. Travell Jordan swinging through. And another errant pass in the back row from Sebastiano Sani into the San Diego bench. Hawaii back within 1.
That's another one. Jordan did not catch all of that swing, and it was right at Sebastiano Sani. It's one that the Triton's best player would expect himself to pass.
Tread Rosenthal to serve. 10-11 advantage Tritons. Corkscrewing pass from Sani. Whirl, D-set, Ewert blocked to the back row and just beyond the boundary. Tritons lead 12-10. As Charlie Wade will keep the challenge in his back pocket. Josh Ewert, high toss, and he serves it into the tape. Perhaps a little bit of retribution for that last point. Up on the chair, Tony Chen pointed as if that block had landed in bounds, Bruce. And I don't think Hawaii caught on in time. Either way, the service error counts for the same number of points. It's 11 serving 12. As Adrian Rohr sends a fastball right to Sani. Popped up, Whirl, 10-foot line, back row, Sani swinging through, and he sends it long. Asking for a challenge, but UC San Diego doesn't have one.
And that ball did look like it just missed the back line.
12-all in set 2. Rohr serves. Provetnikov overpass. Sakanoko fights through the contest of Cameron Whirl and down for the kill. But he's called for a lift and cannot believe it. The point, as it stands now, going to UC San Diego. Louis Sakanoko arguing his case.
Looks like the decision is that he caught it and held on just a half a second too long as he wiped off the block. This crowd doesn't like it.
This very Hawaii-heavy crowd does not like the call. As Louis Sakanoko let Tread Rosenthal have the conversation on the chair with Tony Chen.
No challenge coming from Charlie Wade, though, even though they haven't used one.
13 serving 12. Provetnikov hard to the back row. Rohr pops it up. Rosenthal D set to Treisky. Dug out by Ewert. Worrell 10-foot line. D set. Ewert looking for high hands. And he got a touch off of Sakonoko and Jordan. Tritons restore 2-point advantage now at 14-12.
This is the battle here. It feels like both teams have settled into their games. Hawaii started to find their way around the UC San Diego block, but they've become comfortable in their other aspects as well.
Provetnikov roll serve, Rohr pass, Rosenthal left side, Sakonoko disrupted by the block, sent back to the net into Joust. Garrison keeps it up on the first touch. Provetnikov bumps Sani left side over the triple block, and he got a touch as the ball careens into the Rainbow Warriors bench. Deja vu for the Tritons, up 15-12 into the media timeout.
UC San Diego's attack is really starting to fire. And you see Brad Rostrader with his arm around Cameron Worrell, giving him some props. It's been a heck of a game so far for Worrell, not only blocking but operating the offense. He's doing his job.
15 assists for Cameron Worrell and 10 kills already on 15 points tallied for UC San Diego in set 2. We will step away and return for the rest of this second set as it stands. Number 5 seeded UC San Diego Tritons 15. Number 1 seeded Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii 12 on 22 West Radio. Halfway home in set 2, UC San Diego lead the University of Hawaii 15-12.
And the block's been there for UC San Diego so far. That was one of the two big aspects that allowed them to upset Hawaii last time that they played. But the other aspect, the serve, has not been there yet for the Tritons. They had 9 aces yesterday, 9 aces the last time they played Hawaii. Still at a goose egg so far. If UC San Diego is going to pull off an upset here where they're already down 1-0, they're going to need to start dialing up the pressure from behind the service line.
Leo Provetnikov has served the last 2 for UC San Diego. It's 3 straight points for the Tritons. Provetnikov a roll serve this time, passed by Rohr. Rosenthal D-set to Treisky down the line, scooped up by Cook, bumped over to the right side, and there's nobody there. It'll go down as a kill for Tristan Tetrisky. The Tritons once again are going to want that one back.
With Ewert rotated in the back row, he couldn't go get that one right at the net. Nobody was there in the front right.
Substitution in service for Hawaii. Finn Kearney stepping on. 13 serving 15. Southpaw serve, passed out by Boyle. Worrell, left side, Sani. Blocked and out of bounds to Treisky. Immediately in the ear of Tony Chen. Asking for an overturn. Sends a C over to Charlie Wade, and it's the first challenge coming for Hawaii. I don't know about you, Bruce. That ball looked pretty in.
Sebasani was discussing it right after it happened with Tetrisky. Tetrisky had a smile on his face. Looked like he was saying, no, man, that definitely hit the line. And it's a quick challenge issued by Charlie Wade.
Tony Chen on the chair last night for the second matchup between CSUN and UC Irvine. This will be the 4th challenge issued in the match. UC San Diego lost 2 challenges in set 1, lost another one here early in set 2. So Charlie Wade pulling out the challenge card first. As the score stands, UC San Diego 16, Hawaii 13.
One thing to note, we haven't seen Justin Todd back out, so it's been Ofek Hazan all the way through the second set. Todd injured his left ankle in that set number 1. It would be a big loss for Hawaii if they don't get him back, but Hazan has definitely looked good since he came in.
Hazan definitely serviceable. Justin Todd, who started his career at Hawaii as an outside hitter, moved to middle blocker, has been just as efficient, if not better. 3rd in the Big West in blocks per set. It's a presence that Hawaii will miss in the middle. Ofek Hazan doing his best to fill the gaps late in set one. UC San Diego have taken the advantage by 3 points here in set two, and that offense looks a lot better than it did to close out the first frame.
And it makes Charlie Wade look wise for getting all his players on the floor in that final series of the regular season against CISA, and Ofek Hazan got plenty of play time in both of those games that weekend. So he was fresh and ready to go coming out onto the floor. Wasn't a starter, but as soon as Todd went down, Hazan has come in without any need for reacclimation.
And Tread Rosenthal, the 6'11" setter, has spoken about how he needs to acclimate to his different middle blockers. Everybody has a different tempo. Everybody has a different style. Ofek Hazan, by far, the quickest twitch in the middle blocker room. He has shown a preference to set Hazan quick and tight to the net, whereas Travell Jordan, Justin Todd might want a higher set, a longer set. So an adjustment for Tread Rosenthal, but make no mistake, these men have been playing together for a very long time as the challenge is unsuccessful, and the point will stay with UC San Diego. 16-13 in set two. And this is a presentation of the Hawaiian Islands Presents the 2026 Outrigger Men's Volleyball Championships on 22 West Radio, streaming live on YouTube and online at 88.1 KKJZ, HD3 Long Beach.
And Sebasani wins that discussion underneath the net with Tatrisky.
Jim Garrison, funky socks and all. Back behind the service line now for UC San Diego. Last night a little Lilo and Stitch. Tonight some flowers on Jim Garrison's socks. Hybrid float to the back row. Roar to Rosenthal, tipped across by Hazan. 3 touches from San Diego, send it back across. Now it's Rosenthal with a D set to Tatrisky. Off high hands, Provetnikov to Whirl. Left side, Sani gets it to the coffin corner on a curveball. And Sebasani trying to fire up the traveling Tritons crowd.
Not many Triton friends here, but Sani trying to go right to him. That was a great fadeaway shot. Tough to get that through the blockers as his body was going the other way.
17 serving 13. Advantage Tritons. Garrison to the back row. Greenwich up to Rosenthal. Awkward to the back row, and Roar has to push it across. Now Whirl sets to his own middle. Wemelt dug out. Roar setting from the back row. Left side. Sakanoko dug out. Off the block touch. Free ball coming. Here come the Rainbow Warriors. Greenwich. Rosenthal. Back row. Roar! Straight down. Hawaii needed that point in a bad way. The Rainbow Warriors are back within 3.
If at first you don't succeed, try again, because the combo set was not there. Miscommunication led to a free ball from War the first time in that rally. They go right back to it and deliver the kill.
14 serving 17 to Tatrisky. A roll serve. Passed up to Whirl, tight at the net. San Diego loses the joust. It's kept alive. Sani swinging from the 10-foot line on the left side. Oh my goodness. It's down on a cross-court swing. And Sebasani has caught fire.
Sebasani is taking over this second set. That's his 9th kill. And he looks unstoppable.
18 serving 14. Cameron Whirl. Off the tape, Roar hand pass. Rosenthal tried to get cute on 2, and Sebasani rejects him at the net.
You know how hard of a block that is? Rosenthal tried to go for the backhand flush into the front left corner from UC San Diego's side, and Sebasani read it like a book. Just got his left hand over there and denied the attempt from Rosenthal. That's the first time Tread has tried to go to that tonight. To read it that well, Sebasani is seeing the floor like it's his own.
Sebastiano Sani responsible for 4 of the last 5 Tritons points as it's UC San Diego 19, Hawaii 14. Timeout called by Charlie Wade as the Tritons are on the doorstep now of evening up this matchup at 1 set apiece.
This is the second set UC San Diego was looking for. Their block hasn't been quite as stifling as it was to open up the match. They've got 2 blocks in this second set, but it's the rest of their game that has started to come together and look fluent. The attack at 385 in this second set. It's Hawaii's block who's lagging behind a little bit. And
Sebastiano Sani with 9 kills. A bit of a homecoming in more ways than one for Sebastiano Sani, playing these Big West Championships at the Bren Event Center. The 3rd in the Sani family to play volleyball at a high level. His mom played at Duke. His brother Francesco had an amazing career for UC Irvine just a few years ago. Spent 3 seasons at outside hitter, was a 2-time All-American, currently playing professional volleyball. And Sebastiano Sani in many ways has tried to find a way in the offseason into this season to get out of his brother's shadow, to get out of the shadow of everyone around him, making the switch from Long Beach State to be the guy at the University of San Diego. In fact, he switched his number from 9 to 22. He used to wear one in honor of his brother. Now he's his own man, and he's really come into his own here in set 2.
And Sebasani plays with that kind of confidence and chip on his shoulder, like he wants to be the best player on the floor at all times. We saw it earlier this season when UC San Diego played against his former school in Long Beach State. He was playing with anger. Tonight he's playing with a very dialed-in focus. Sebasani is as passionate as anybody in the country about winning volleyball, and he's got his team ahead by 5 in set 2.
This will be Sani's last season in collegiate volleyball, honored on senior night last week.
He's only a junior, but he's ready to go play overseas.
And he certainly has the talent to do it. Following in his brother's footsteps. As out of the timeout, it's Cameron Worrell. 19 serving 14. Roll serve. Greenwich pass. Rosenthal from the logo. D-set to Treesky. Blocked and roofed by who else? Sebastiano Sani. Are you not entertained?
This is Hawaii versus Sebastiano Sani, and Sebastiano Sani is winning.
Unbelievable. 5 of the last 6 points now for the Tritons have come from Sebasani, and his former Long Beach State coaching staff can only smile watching from the end line. It's 20 serving 14 as Worrell sends it long.
Got to keep their foot on the gas here, though. Hawaii could get back into this in a blink.
Especially with Louis Sakanoko behind the service line. The Frenchman with a deep breath. 15 serving 20 in set 2. Sakanoko into the tape.
And now Sebasani will get a chance to translate his dominance into the serve as well. As we said, still UC San Diego looking for their first ace tonight.
Sani with 3 yesterday, including the walk-off winner, 21-15. Roar pass. Greenwich steps in for the second touch. Free ball coming from Hawaii. Keegan Cook up to Cameron Worrell. One-hand set, and Worrell reached over the net in the airspace of Ofek Hazan, and Hawaii gets the point.
And that was a big mistake from Keegan Cook. Off the free ball, he overpassed it above the net and gave Worrell no chance.
And a change now in service for the Rainbow Warriors. Off goes Ofek Hazan. On comes the sophomore opposite, Kainoa Wade. 27 aces this season. 16 serving 21. Wade corkscrew serve. Sani to Worrell. Left side, Provetnikov. OTT over Trent Rosenthal. And here come changes for UC San Diego. First, Kainoa Wade exits. Ofek Hazan will make way for Quentin Greenwich in rotation 1. And stepping on for Brand Rostrider's side, the junior middle blocker Ethan Horniak replacing Leo Riemelt. Josh Ewert also exits.
Luke Chandler's on as the opposite for UC San Diego for the first time tonight. They'll be running the traditional lefty at the opposite position. Horniak
serves, and it's a miscommunication in the back row. Nobody stepped to the ball in a white uniform. An ace for Ethan Horniak.
It was War and Sakanoko that both looked like they ran away from the ball, thinking the other one was going for it.
The first ace of Ethan Horniak's San Diego career. Floats it to the back row. Sakanoko, Rosenthal to the middle. Jordan off the chest of Sebastiano Sani. And the Rainbow Warriors still facing a hefty deficit at 17-23.
If anybody's capable of a run from behind the service line, though, Trent Rosenthal, top 10 in the Big West in aces.
Trent Rosenthal needs just 11 more aces in his Hawaii career to take the all-time record.
Ewert back in for Chandler.
Rosenthal to Provetnikov in the left back. Errant pass into the stands. An ace right on cue from Trent Rosenthal. And Hawaii are back within 5.
That's number 33 on the year and the first ace in set 2 for the Rainbow Warriors. UC San Diego's really figured it out in serve receive, but we'll see if they can keep it going to the end.
18 serving 23. Rosenthal readies. A high toss. Serve to the back row, Sani. Deadline pass to Worrell. Right side, Ewert. Blocked and roofed. Hawaii within 4.
That time it was Adrian War. Put it right back into the lap of Ewert. It was a decent pass by Sani and serve receive, but still was a little low for Whirl.
Timeout, UC San Diego. Brad Rostrader wants a chance to talk things over, as Hawaii have won the last 3 straight points and are back within striking distance. UC San Diego will not want to lose set 2. University of Hawaii is 19-0 and up 2-0 this season, and they have won the last 167 matches, dating back to 2017 when going up 2-0. Last time they were reverse swept was by Long Beach State back in January of 2017. These next 2 points are going to be the hardest to get for UC San Diego, but with everything we've seen already here in set 2, Bruce, they are certainly capable of pulling it off.
It's weird to say when they're ahead by 4 and we're only in set 2, but this is do or die territory for the Tritons. They cannot afford Hawaii to get back into this, and even if they do close out the second set, they'd like to do it as quick as possible for the momentum game as well. Hawaii was starting to lose their mojo a little bit, especially as Sebastiano Sani was taking over in this second set. UC San Diego wants to be rolling into set 3, not just with a simple win.
And to this point in set 2, UC San Diego out-hitting Hawaii 357 to 185. 14 kills in the frame for UC San Diego, only 4 attacking errors. Hawaii 11 kills on 27 swings. Trent Rosenthal sitting at 19 assists, below his season average, where he is not only among the best in the Big West, but among the best in the country at pacing this Hawaii offense.
They're hitting 377 this year, best in the conference, like you said, and UC San Diego is the only defense that's been able to slow them down this way in the Big West this year. It really is impressive to see them translate it into the tournament, not just in that regular season match where Hawaii was missing 4 of their starters. This is under the bright lights. This is the big deal, and UC San Diego is still playing great with their blockers.
If you dig a little bit closer into the numbers on the night, Hawaii hitting just 169. At one point, the Rainbow Warrior is the most efficient attack in the nation. Trent Rosenthal, 2 straight serves, 3 straight points for the Rainbow Warriors. 19 staring down 23 in set 2. Rosenthal high toss into the tape, and it's set point number 1 for UC San Diego.
Double plus thumbs up on the timeout for Brad Rostrader. Halted the momentum to perfection.
Keegan Cook replaces Evan Boyle as the defensive libero. Josh Ewert to serve for UC San Diego. Set point number 1 in set 2. High toss. Roll serve from Ewert. Pass above the net. Jim Garrison ends set 2 with an exclamation point. First touch kill from the man in his 5th year with this UC San Diego program. The big man gets the job done, and we head to set 3, square at 1 set apiece.
Garrison's first kill of the match, and we've got ourselves a ball game. 1-1 going to 3. There was a lot of intrigue in this match heading in, and it's living up to expectations so far. Completely even. It was 25-19 in set 1, Hawaii. Now 25-19 in set 2, UC San Diego. It's going to be a fun one.
We're in for a great conclusion to this first semifinal, and when we return in just under 5 minutes, set 3 action coming your way. UC San Diego takes set 2, 25-19, and squares this one up at 1 set apiece. We will return in just a few moments on 22 West Radio. Both teams settle back into their benches as we're moments away from starting set 3 of the first semifinal on tonight's Big West Championships doubleheader on 22 West Radio. One set apiece between UC San Diego and Hawaii. An injury update on Justin Todd, who has returned out of the locker room on crutches and in a boot. Bruce, not a great look for this Hawaii team, but they have flexed their depth all season long and will need some big performances here in set 3 as they look to close this one out as fast as possible against the number 5 seeded Tritons.
Yeah, it looks like Justin Todd is done for the night, but there's a ton of faith from this Hawaii coaching staff in Ofek Hazan. He played at the end of set 1 and all the way through set 2. Looked good, but he's going to have to try and make up for the blocking presence that Todd brings. I think his absence definitely showed right through. UC San Diego hitting 379 in that second set. You have to give a huge shout out to Cameron Ruhl. Was not the everyday setter for UC San Diego this year. A lot of the reps went to John Lewers, but Ruhl has been fantastic so far tonight as a blocker and operating the attack. There's been no drop off.
And for Hawaii, that middle blocker pairing of Trevelyan Jordan and Ofek Hazan will return to the floor here in set 3. That middle blocker pairing starting just 2 games together during the regular season. Last time out, that loss to UC San Diego on night 2 in La Jolla. For UC San Diego, the starters return to the floor. Now on the left side, looking at Hawaii on the right. Sebastiano Sani leading the way for the Tritons. 9 kills on 17 swings. It's Cameron Worrell, who has paced the Tritons to a 288 hitting clip so far to get us underway in set 3. Serve, pass by Greenwich. Rosenthal from the logo, trying to find Hazan, and Rohr just has to bump it up from underneath him. Now a set to the middle from UC San Diego, and Cameron Worrell finds Leo Wiemelt for the first point.
Good start for UC San Diego and a miscommunication right away for Rosenthal. It's not the first time that that's happened tonight where he's tried to set the combo and nobody was there.
1 serving 0 in set 3. Worrell, run up, toss, hybrid float, Rohr pass, Rosenthal. Left side, Sakanoko looking for the back line, and he sent it long. Asking for a touch, but no challenge coming from the sidelines. As Charlie Wade exhales. It's Tritons 2, Rainbow Warriors 0 to start set 3.
If you're just joining us, a big thing to remember, UC San Diego out of challenges, and it's the restraint, like right there from Charlie Wade, that has Hawaii ahead in the challenge game.
Worrell, third straight serve. Once again, passed by Rohr, up to Rosenthal. Left side, Sakanoko gets cute, dug out by Worrell. Second touch, Provetnikov, pushed. Left side, Sani wins the joust. Rosenthal, second touch. Sakanoko, middle of the floor. Hangs and bangs at the logo as Hawaii get on the board with an unorthodox kill from Louis Sakanoko.
Came right down from the block attempt, then had to go straight back up. It's a lot of bounce to still get high enough to find the back line on that swing.
We've already seen the best of Louis Sakanoko here tonight. A few creative kills. That will go down as his 7th on 19 swings. As it's Sakanoko's turn to serve. 2 errors, no aces for the Frenchman tonight. Roll serve. Provetnikov pass tight to the net, forced onto the Hawaii side. Tatrisky bumps it back inside. Sakanoko swinging from the back row, sent back by Wiemelt and then swung on the second touch from Trev Rosenthal. Whistle blows and the point will go to Hawaii.
Are they calling a net against UC San Diego?
Looks like they're saying Leo Wiemelt came down on his solo block attempt on top of the tape, and just like that, we're tied at 2. Sakanoko, roll serve into the tape.
And that last one was a tough break for UC San Diego because it felt like their point to win. They had Hawaii out of system, and then right as the whistle was blowing, they had what would have been a roof.
Keegan Cook replacing Evan Boyle in the UC San Diego back row as Sani serves, and he foot faulted.
You can feel Sebastiano Sani is dialing up the speed on his serves, though. I think he's going to have an ace at some point in this set. His last couple trips back there have looked good.
3-all now in set 3. Ofek Hazan replacing Justin Todd. Float serve, hand pass, Worrell, left side, Provetnikov. Cross court, dugout by Sakanoko. Passed up to Rosenthal, who goes over on 2. Advantage Hawaii.
Fred Rosenthal has continued to get more aggressive as this match has gone on. And it really is great with UC San Diego staying ready to get their blockers up. Kept them on their heels with Rosenthal.
4 serving 3. Hazan float serve, low pass Boyle. Whirl bumps it. Left side for Vetnikov. Around the triple block. Got a touch. And Sakonoko forced to make a play in the back row. He sends it into the scorer's table. And we're tied at 4-all.
Another great job by Cameron Whirl. A tough bump set as he went to the ground, but just got it up there and gave Provednikov a chance as he takes advantage.
Wiemelt serves into the tape.
Intensity has fallen down a little bit to open up set 3. Both teams seem like they're trying to play comfortable, maybe less frantic energy than they had through 2 sets.
5 serving 4, Trent Rosenthal. High toss. Fastball to the back row. Pass from Boyle. Whirl to the middle. Garrison. Soft touch. Greenwich digs. Rosenthal D-set to Treesky. Blocked off the chest of Louis Sakonoko, who didn't know too much about it. UC San Diego ties us at 5.
And that's Leo Provednikov all by himself. Garrison was late on the block support from the middle. Provednikov didn't need any help. What a stuff.
Louis Sakonoko still clearing out the stars from his eyes. As Josh Ewert will serve. 5-all in set 3. Roll serve. Rohr pops it up. Rosenthal from the back row. Sets over to Treesky. Left side blocked and roofed. The Bulgarian just too far off the net to make something happen. And UC San Diego establishing some familiar dominance above the net.
And a lot of it goes back to this serve for UC San Diego. They've gotten Hawaii out of system so far here, and now they're letting the block eat again.
On the chair, Tony Chen with some looks to the Hawaii side of the floor. Louis Sakonoko, after catching the block touch, what looked like in the chest, has been rubbing at his eyes over the past 2 points. Tony Chen noticing and asking for Louis Sakonoko to be attended to, making sure the Frenchman can still see clearly before he lines up in serve receive.
Looks like there might be some blood on his face. Could be it, too. They've got a towel over there for him.
Sakonoko attended to, looks to be okay. And he returns in the left back of Hawaii's serve receive. 4 pattern across the back. Sakonoko, Greenwich, Rohr, and Rosenthal facing down the serve from Josh Ewert. 6 serving 5. Ewert serves, pass from Rohr. Rosenthal right back to Rohr, off the blockers. Whirl takes the first touch. Cook sets to Provetnikov, left side, dugout by Rosenthal. Sakonoko front row set to Rohr, right side off the block. 2 touches, back over the net. Rohr gets it back on the Hawaii side. Rosenthal back to Rohr, blocked, and it's down. What an effort from UC San Diego to take the point as it pinballed across the net. Another block. Leo Provetnikov and Jim Garrison combine.
And we're right back to the feel the UC San Diego had in their block to open up set 1. 3 of them in just the last few points. Absolute stifling.
3-0 run, and it's 7 serving 5 as Josh Ewert sends it long.
There's been stretches in this match where UC San Diego's block is just there for every single Hawaii attack, making them recycle and just making life difficult for these Hawaii attackers.
Adrian Rohr, high toss, off the tape. Sani diving dig, Whirl from his knees, pushes to Provetnikov left side, into a joust with Tetrisky, and Leo Provetnikov, flexing his muscles, sends it down inside the 10-foot line.
Provetnikov's getting strong in this 3rd set, and again, Cameron Whirl going to the ground with a great job to just give his attacker a chance. Provetnikov doing his job.
Now he serves 8-6, pass from Greenwich. Rosenthal at the logo. Travell Jordan unloads head and shoulders above the net. As finally Trent Rosenthal is able to turn to the middle with some confidence and get Hawaii back within 1.
Jordan's 5 for 6 now. Such an uncharacteristically inefficient night for Hawaii.
Jordan float serve, pass from Boyle, Whirl to the back row. Provetnikov stepped on the 10-foot line. It's an attacking error for UC San Diego. It's felt like, Bruce, if anybody besides Sebastiano Sani is coming from the back row, it's just not going to look the same as we're tied at 8 here in set 3. Jordan, float serve, pass from Boyle, whirl at the net, dunks it down on 2. A trademark slam from the 6'7" Cameron Whirl.
You would never know that Cameron Whirl has not been the starter for the Tritons all season long. Redshirt junior playing with so much poise and confidence to go on the attack.
Jim Garrison, 9 serving 8. Fastball to the back row, roar pass. Rosenthal to the middle. Hazan on some quick tempo. Beats the blockers above the net and lays down the hammer in the back row.
Back-to-back chances for Rosenthal now that he's turned to his middles. See if that's how Rosenthal tries to finally figure out this UC San Diego block.
9-all in set 3. Tetrisky, high toss, hard serve. Passed up from Boyle, whirl across the net, tipped across. Rosenthal fakes the swing, then sets to Sakanoko on the left side, who finds the line. Dred Rosenthal finding his feet, and the Rainbow Warriors have taken the lead at 10-9.
He's showing off the pearly whites after that move from Dred Rosenthal. He's trying to do what he can to get this UC San Diego block out of rhythm.
Tetrisky, roll serve. Hand pass Boyle, whirl from the back row, pushes to Sani left side into a triple block. It's roof down. Louis Sakanoko with a roar.
You see the signs and the yells from across the gym of roof.
6 hands across for Hawaii. 11 serving 9. Tetrisky, roll serve. Pass from Boyle, tight to the net. Whirl tries to go over on 2, popped up and sent across by Wiemelt. Now it's a D set for Tetrisky, off high hands on the right side. 4 straight points for the Rainbow Warriors. Timeout, UC San Diego. Tea leaves are flying in the Bren.
This momentum has completely swung into Hawaii's direction. And this is some high-quality volleyball going back and forth as Hawaii looks like they're getting their attack starting to go. They were just at 127 on the match a couple points ago. Now they're up to 173. Dred Rosenthal starting to flex his muscles.
As we take the timeout with the teams in set 3, with the teams tied at 1 set apiece, it's Hawaii 12, UC San Diego 9 on 22 West Radio. Timeout breaks, and it's the Rainbow Warriors on a run. Tristan Tetrisky, 3 straight serves. It's 4 points in a row for the Rainbow Warriors and a 3-point lead in set 3.
Rainbow Warriors, these last few points, playing like the 1 seed.
12 serving 9. Tetrisky, hard to the back row. Sani, errant pass. Whirl's not going to get there. On a dive from Whirl, it's down for an ace. Tristan Tetrisky with his 2nd of the night.
And that's so huge right out of the timeout to just pick the momentum right up where they left it. Nullifies the timeout's effect.
13 serving 9. Tetrisky into the twine. And some golf claps from Dred Rosenthal as the Bulgarian has given the Rainbow Warriors a cushion here in set 3.
Cameron Worrell's been the man tonight for the Tritons.
Chance for the setter to serve. UC San Diego just one ace tonight as Worrell sends it across. Pass from Greenwich. Rosenthal to the middle. Ofek Hazan running her out off the back shoulder. Gets the kill, and the Rainbow Warriors up by 4.
This is worrying times for UC San Diego. This crowd is getting into it, and Hawaii feels like they're starting to fire.
Sakanoko hides a smile. His service turn with Bows up by 4. A roll serve into the net. The Tritons hanging around here in set 3. Hitting just 143, 4 kills through the first 25 points.
And they've really got to get this service pressure dialed up, get Hawaii out of system with how this attack is starting to get in rhythm.
Sebastiano Sani with a toss and a roll. Roar to Rosenthal, back to Roar, cross court, into the coffin corner. The Frenchman finds a way above the block for his 4th kill.
And Sani's been serving so aggressively tonight, and that time he elects for the simple roll. Hawaii received it easily, and it's only one chance from behind the line on the trip for Sani.
And a shake of the head from Seba. 15 serving 11. Hazan with a float. Pass by Boyle. Whirl from the 10-foot line. Sani back row, blocked and roofed. Travell Jordan with a silent celebration as he returned that swing to sender. Change coming in service.
I think that they have Jordan catching the net there.
Ball went straight down. The point does go to UC San Diego. And in service, Ethan Horniak replaces Leo Wiemelt, the float serve. Hand passed, set out to Roar left side, looking down the line, and he got a touch off the blockers. Hawaii get the serve right back at 16-12.
Tread Rosenthal is going to try and serve quick here, keep the momentum rolling.
3 pattern to aim for in the back row for UC San Diego. Provetnikov, Sani, and Boyle left to right. High toss from Tread to the back row. Pass from Boyle up to Whirl. Push left side. Provetnikov blocked and roofed. And a stare down from Tristan Tatrisky. Provetnikov has to be held back as Hawaii playing like the 1 seed, talking like the 1 seed, and Tatrisky picking up a yellow card for his antics.
And he goes right over with the handshake. I think there must have been something said there that certainly had Provetnikov unhappy.
Solo block for Tristan Tatrisky. Timeout UC San Diego. As Kainoa Wade breaks from the bench and has a few words through the net for the team in gray on the other side. Hawaii up to their largest lead of the frame at 17-12.
316 hitting percentage in the frame for Hawaii. Go back to that serve from Sebastiano Sani a couple points ago. Only a roll. I think UC San Diego really needs to get back to hitting their serves as hard as they can while keeping them in. But Hawaii has really dialed in their serve receive, and the passing has become so good from the back row in these last 15 or so points. When they're able to get the ball up to Tread Rosenthal and let him work, then it becomes an attack that's impossible to stop.
And we'll keep it here during the timeout called by Brad Rostreder. Triton's in need of a run, and they need to slow down Tristan Tatrisky, which really nobody's been able to do this season. Out through injury for 17 games, Kainoa Wade playing in his stead. But back in the lineup, the Bulgarian looks to be back at his best. It's been back issues for him this year that have kept him on the sidelines. The native of Sofia, Bulgaria, comes in with what Charlie Wade calls the best arm in the world. Compares it to a bullwhip, and we're seeing it on display here throughout these first 3 sets. Not only with his attacking, but with his blocking. Tatrisky, one of the most complete players in the nation. Yeah,
he's got at least 9 kills in every single game that he's played this year. For Tatrisky, when he's out there, he's going to be the main option for Hawaii, and he's going to be highly impactful. We've seen it in the attack tonight. We've seen it in the block. And he's got the fire, too. He's playing with a lot of emotion in this one.
Just saw it. Issued a yellow card after a solo stuff on Leo Provetnikov, the Long Beach native. Let's go Bows chants ring out from all 3 sides of the Bren Event Center as the teams take to the floor again. 17, serving 12 in set 3. Tied at 1 set apiece. And Louis Sakanoko dancing with Quentin Greenwich in the back row. Rainbow Warriors certainly not feeling the pressure of this moment. Rosenthal a deep breath and a high toss. Fastball to the back row. Pass from Provetnikov over the net. Roar with two hands. Tips it off the hands of Whirl. Third touch. Free ball across from Provetnikov. Greenwich. Pass. Rosenthal. Back row. Louis! Sakanoko with a slam. 18-12. Bows up by 6.
And there's the combo set Tread Rosenthal's been waiting for.
Rosenthal, high toss to the back row. Boyle pass, Whirl, D-set, Ewer down on a cross-court swing off a touch from the forehands that met him at the net.
Boy, did UC San Diego need that one. Ewert hasn't been all that involved here of late. I think they try and get him more on the attack.
Fresh off the kill, Josh Ewert, 18-13. Advantage Bose, pass up to Rosenthal. Jordan in the middle. Hanging and banging. Hawaii on the doorstep of the red zone at 19-13.
Make it 6 kills on 7 errorless swings for Travell Jordan.
Adrian Rohr. High toss. Served hard to the back row, popped up by Boyle. Whirl from the left side. Back row, Sonny blocked and roofed. Travell Jordan is everywhere. Bows up by 7.
Fourth block of the night for Jordan, right after he had the kill.
Adrian Rohr, fastball, pass by Sonny. To Whirl at the logo, Jim Garrison puts an end to the Travell Jordan masterclass with a slam of his own. San Diego down 14-20.
No timeouts left in the set either. UC San Diego needs a run.
Provetnikov serve. Pass by Sakanoko. Rosenthal D-ball to Treesky. Blocked and roofed by Sebastiano Sani, who gives the Bulgarian an earful.
And there's the kind of play that UC San Diego needs. Gonna try and string some points together here.
Provetnikov serve. Sakanoko pass. Rosenthal, back row, Roar off the block. Roar keeps it alive. Rosenthal, left side, Sakanoko, blocked and roofed. This time it's Cameron Whirl and Jim Garrison. And the Tritons are back within 4.
You feel the scales starting to tilt back towards the UC San Diego side. And Hawaii's going to call timeout to try and stop that action. You saw Jim Garrison kind of shaking out his left hand after he picked up that last block. 13 blocks on the night now for UC San Diego and what has been a great defensive performance.
Is there another twist in this tale? When we return, it's UC San Diego 16, Hawaii 20 in set 3 on 22 West Radio. Three straight points from UC San Diego to close the gap in set 3. It's Triton 16, Rainbow Warriors 20. And Bruce, it's UC San Diego looking to stack some momentum at the very least at the end of this third set.
Another couple of blocks sent us into the timeout. Still a 4-point deficit. UC San Diego needs those big plays to keep themselves in this thing.
Jim Garrison involved in 2 of the last 3 points. A kill and then a block to send us into the timeout on Louis Sakanoko. The Road Warriors in the stands looking to will the 6 on the floor to a set 3 victory and a 2-1 advantage. Provetnikov, 16 serving 20. Greenwich pops it up. Rosenthal at the net. Left side, Louis off the block and out of bounds. 9th kill of the night for Sakanoko.
He's leading Hawaii. Now they'll make a sub in service.
Finn Kearney coming on to replace Travell Jordan. And into the back row for UC San Diego. Off goes Leo Provetnikov. On comes Aiden Powell, the Golden West college transfer by way of Long Beach State. Lined up in the right back of serve receive. As Kearney serves, pass from Boyle. Boyle to the middle. Jim Garrison unloads. And it's into the back row for a successful side out.
And that's huge for UC San Diego. A first chance side out. They get Kearney off the floor. Keep themselves in it.
Leo Wiemelt returns in the front row, replacing Evan Boyle in the rotation. Finn Kearney to the bench as well. Quentin Greenwich replacing him. Serve right to Greenwich. Pass to Rosenthal. Hazan in the middle. Through the double block. And then off the face of Sebastiano Sani in the front row. Rainbow Warriors 3 points away from a set 3 victory.
And it was Kristen Tatrisky that went on a run to get this lead for Hawaii. Now he's back to try and end the set.
22 serving 17. Tatrisky high toss. And his serve. 5 feet long and wide. More changes coming for UC San Diego. First at the libero position, Evan Boyle heads off. Keegan Cook steps onto the floor. And then Luke Chandler will replace Josh Ewert, giving San Diego a true opposite in the front row.
Chandler's second time on the floor here. Hasn't gotten a swing yet.
As it's Cameron Worrell with the serve at 18-22. He sends it into the twine. And Luke Chandler will have to head right back to the bench, replaced by Josh Ewert. Chandler with some big performances this season, but since Rostratter elected to turn to a 3 outside hitter rotation with Josh Ewert on the right side, Chandler's playing time has diminished. It's now 23, serving 18. Advantage Bows. Sakanoko, high toss to the back row. Sani pass. Whirl right back to him, but it's blocked and roofed by Adrian Rohr and Ofek Hazan. Set point in set 3. 24-18, advantage Hawaii. Louis Sakanoko with a smile on his face. High toss. Sakanoko swings, and it's long in the back row. Set point number 2 for Hawaii. And San Diego will make a change in the front row. Off goes Aiden Powell. On comes Leo Provetnikov. Set point number 2 in set 3. Road Warriors on their feet. As Sani serves. An ace off the hands of Louis Sakanoko. The Tritons stay alive.
If UC San Diego could handpick one guy to send behind the line for a run, Sebastiano Sani has the talent.
Hawaii faithful still in full voice as Sani swings, and it's long into the Hawaii bench. The Rainbow Warriors up 2-1.
It's the number 1 seed, 1 set victory away from the championship game. What a job by Hawaii to show off the adjustments in that set. Their passing was so much better after hitting below 200 in the first 2 sets, almost up at 300, 296 in set 3, and that made all the difference.
Down 8-6 early in the set. Hawaii turns the tide and lead from that point forward. As we head to set 4, Rainbow Warriors 2, UC San Diego 1 on 22 West Radio. All right. As we move to set 4, it's advantage Rainbow Warriors up 2-1 on the number 5 UC San Diego Tritons. JayDe Beaudry alongside Bruce Kuntz live courtside at the Bren Event Center. And Bruce, Hawaii find a way to turn the tables early in set 3 and refuse to look back.
UC San Diego just lost their blocking dominance above the net. They had a couple of points that they strung together, but Hawaii hit almost 300 in that third set. That's the most efficient they've been all night and much closer to the Hawaii attack that got them to the 1 seed in this tournament.
Hawaii will take to the left side of the floor. And a change at the opposite position here in set 4. Kainoa Wade replacing Tristan Tetrisky, who has taken a seat on the Hawaii bench. Wade started 17 games this season in Tetrisky's absence with a back injury, and will now get the starting nod here in set 4.
And he's the son of head coach Charlie Wade. 11 games in double-digit kill territory this year. Wade not in the starting lineup, but still plenty capable.
And a change for UC San Diego as well. Aiden Powell will line up in the right back of serve-receive in rotation 1, replacing Leo Provetnikov, who got the start tonight for Brad Rostratter's team. Aiden Powell spent his freshman season at Long Beach State, redshirted, made the switch to Golden West College, won the CCC AA state championship, and now in his redshirt sophomore year has pined his trade in La Jolla as Rosenthal gets us underway. Powell overpass, roar! Lets him know that he's been rocking the Terraflex all night long.
Not what UC San Diego wants to see there from Aiden Powell in there just for serve receive, and his overpass gives Hawaii an easy point.
Powell just 25 sets played on the season. Last coming into the rotation against Long Beach State as Rosenthal serves, this time to Sani down the line. Whirl, back to Sani, left side, into the triple block, kept alive by Boyle. Whirl from his knees, back to Sani, who swings cross court and well long. Back-to-back points for Hawaii to start set 4. Sebastiano Sani with his game face on now. Staring down Trent Rosenthal in serve receive. Rosenthal swings, pass from Powell, whirl, D-set, Ewert looking down the line, and his swing is long. 3 straight points for the Rainbow Warriors. As Rosenthal will look to continue his service run. Already an ace tonight for the Hawaii setter as he sends it to the back row. Ewert keeps it in, might have been going out. Ewert gets the set right back and goes off the hands that meet him at the net for the kill. Saving some blushes perhaps and getting the Tritons on the board in set 4.
Could have had the point easier if he'd let the serve go, but Ewert makes up for it.
Leo Wiemelt, junior middle blocker, enters into the front row for UC San Diego, replacing Evan Boyle. As Garrison serves, passed out from Greenwich. Rosenthal, one-hand set to Travell Jordan, who is right there to apply a spectacular kill. Inside a phone booth, Travell Jordan gets the job done.
And Trey Rosenthal is feeling it, up to 31 assists.
4 serving 1, as the Rainbow Warriors have set the tone here in set 4. It's Roar with a roll serve. Powell pass. Whirl at the logo. Right side. Ewert puts an end to the nonsense with a cross-court kill.
Just threw up the high ball to Josh Ewert. 6'4" outside hitter does the rest.
Keegan Cook returns to the floor for UC San Diego. Defensive libero lines up in the front row as it's 2 serving 4. Cameron Whirl. Hard serve, pass from Greenwich on a dive. Rosenthal inside a phone booth to Sakanoko on the left side, looking for the line. Flag goes up, but Sakanoko's asking for a challenge. Indignant, he put that one inside the boundary.
Charlie Wade's going to come over to talk, and he will issue the challenge.
Wade 0 for 1 on challenges tonight. UC San Diego 0 for 3. They are out of challenges. And from the replay, Bruce, it looks pretty clear that Sakanoko caught at least a part of the back line as his swing was spinning and spinning and spinning away. The play is under review.
Sebastiano Sani was talking through the net over towards Charlie Wade. They both walk back towards their benches with a smile on their faces.
Two longtime competitors, and for Sebastiano Sani, he will compete on the international stage for many years to come. 10 kills tonight on 24 swings. Broke his finger in the preseason. His hand still wrapped tonight, but has played all but 3 sets this season. Has been outstanding during stretches under Brad Rostrader. Has really found a home in La Jolla. And you feel like, Bruce, in this 4th set, a lot of the pressure to make a comeback and force a 5th is going to fall on Sebastiano Sani.
This is Sebastiano Sani's team. And if UC San Diego is going to send this to a 5th set, it'll have to be Sani who leads the charge.
As the call has been overturned, a successful challenge for Charlie Wade. Louis Sakanoko picks up the kill, and the Rainbow Warriors lead 5-2.
Look towards Sani to try and play with that elevated fire that he's shown at times this year, where he just starts hitting the ball a little bit harder, firing up his guys.
Tervel Jordan, float serve. Sani pass, whirl, left side. Ewert bounces one just beyond the 10-foot line, beyond the outstretched hands of the Hawaii block. And he's into double figures now.
Josh Ewert looks like he's playing in a trampoline park, just bouncing off the Terraflex.
10 kills on 19 swings for Ewert. 3 serving 5, Sebastiano Sani. Hard to the back row, passed by Rohr. Rosenthal, 10-foot line, D-set. Wade swinging into the block, and Powell sends it back to the Terraflex in about as big of a mismatch as you'll find. The 6'2" redshirt sophomore rejecting the 6'10" opposite.
Aiden Powell is not in there to play front row. What a job.
4 serving 5. Sani, hard to the back row, and just long. Once again, Sani asking for a challenge. And Brad Rostrader will oblige. Already unsuccessful on 3 challenges tonight. Does Brad Rostrader have a challenge? He's already lost 3 challenges tonight. This play should not be under review, as Brad Rostrader has already lost all 3 of his challenges and just issued one here in the 4th set. I don't think anybody notices. But as it stands, the call is under review, and the score is Hawaii 6, UC San Diego 4.
I'm trying to figure it out just like you are, JayDe.
We're looking at the rule book here, and on line 1, a team is limited to 3 challenges per match. If a coach is successful in the challenging result of a play, they'll retain the use of that challenge. If you're unsuccessful, you lose the challenge, and Rostrader has already lost 3 tonight. And the 4th challenge from Brad Rostrader is successful. That one melts the mind, Bruce.
Well, it's 5-5. The Phantom Challenge is a big one.
All square in set 4. Sebastiano Sani. Serves, fresh off an ace. Pass from Wade. Rosenthal back to Kainoa off the double block and recycled. Pushed outside, Louis on the left side. Dangles one to the back row. And Sakanoko now with 11 kills on 25 swings.
The block was just a little bit late for UC San Diego to get back onto that other side of the floor. They forced a recycle on the left, then were late to the right.
Kainoa Wade to serve at 6'5". Hard to the back row. Pass from Boyle. Whirl to the middle. Hanging and banging. Leo Wiemelt. And Sebastiano Sani with a big embrace to his libero. Inch perfect 3-touch volleyball from UC San Diego.
It's a great pass from Boyle as he dove to set up that attack.
Now it's Wiemelt, fresh from the kill to serve. Float serve, targeting area 2, and he sends it long. Hawaii take the lead at 7-6. Wiemelt off. Evan Boyle into rotation 1 for UC San Diego. Sakanoko, quick serve. Pass from Sani, errant to the pins. Whirl touches it across into the tape. Play still alive as Rosenthal swings on the second touch. And from the chair, Tony Chen says, It's a net violation. Hawaii point, and there would have been some serious protests had that gone the other way.
Yeah, that play was done from the start. Louis Sakanoko has 5 service errors tonight, so he's a little softer on that last one.
Goes quick again with a float serve to the feet of Aiden Powell, and it's another ace for Louis Sakanoko.
Back-to-back change-ups from Sakanoko, and they've both worked to perfection.
Back-to-back aces. Hawaii lead 9-6. Sakanoko. Hybrid float. Pass from Sani. Whirl from the logo. Garrison in the middle. Dugout in the back row. Rosenthal on a dive. Back above the net. Two-hand pass from Hazan. Pass up to Whirl to Jim Garrison. Rejected by the tape. We play on. Whirl pushes outside. Looking for a high hands. Josh Ewert punches it into the stands and did not get a touch. It looks like Bruce, UC San Diego might have lost that point twice over.
This Triton attack just hasn't found it again. In set 2, they hit 379. Set 3, they were limited to 136, and now they're down at 100 so far here.
Timeout UC San Diego with the Tritons facing a 4-point deficit. It's University of Hawaii 10, the Tritons 6 as we step away on 22 West Radio. Brad Rothschroeder organizing his men as it's UC San Diego 6, Hawaii 10 in set 4.
This is do or die territory for UC San Diego. Every point matters to keep their season alive.
And a big change here. Fresh off the timeout, off goes Cameron Whirl. And at the setter's position, John Lewers, the redshirt senior, will now run the offense.
4 kills and 4 attacking errors in this 4th set. So UC San Diego going to the bench. Lewers has been the guy through a lot of this season. 3 matches of 50-plus assists.
The Lincoln Memorial transfer lines up in the front row as Sakanoko serves. Pass from Sani up to Lewers in the middle. Garrison rejected. Lewers first touch. Sani back row set. Left side Powell. Face of a triple block. 1, 2, and 3 touches as it's rejected back onto the Triton side. And UC San Diego can't send it back over. Rainbow Warriors up 11-6.
The thing to watch with Lewers in the game, UC San Diego loses the length above the net. Cameron Whirl 6'7", Lewers only 6'2". That'll make an impact on our block.
11 serving 6. Sakanoko float, hand pass Powell, Lewers D set. Ewert punches it into the stands, looking for a touch off the block that is not there. Bows up by 6.
Second time in this set, Ewert has sent one flying high and out, trying to get a block, but coming up empty.
Louis Sakanoko with a few smiles towards the traveling Hawaii fans. It's 12 serving 6. Float serve, Powell, Lewers, D-set, Ewers, blocked. Right back to him, and he sends it into his own bench on the first touch. Hawaii with all the momentum here in set 4. And another change. Off goes Josh Ewert, who has not been able to get it going. And on comes Luke Chandler, the redshirt senior out of Newport Beach, for the first time tonight, truly deployed as an attacking sub. As Sakanoko serves 13-6, Powell pass. Lewers, back row, Sani sends it wide, and he grabs the net in frustration. UC San Diego can feel their season slipping away as Brad Rostrader calls timeout. Hawaii 14, San Diego 6 in set 4.
And it's Louis Sakanoko's float serve that has completely gotten UC San Diego out of sorts. The passing just isn't good enough. The Warriors is having to set when he's moving the other direction, and he keeps trying to go for the right side, but it's not working.
Sebastiano Sani into the timeout. Jersey over his head. This could be his last game at the Division I level. 9 seniors on this Tritons team. We've seen Luke Chandler, Josh Ewart, Jim Garrison, now John Lewers, Leo Provetnikov, Sebastiano Sani, and Cameron Whirl all step onto the floor tonight, alongside Evan Boyle, who has spent 4 years at UC San Diego. We have not seen Peter Selcha, who got the start last night. He's a fifth-year man. This is a senior-heavy UC San Diego team that would not want to see what has been an incredible run of a few years end like this.
I do think it'll be interesting with the expanded NCAA playoffs up to 12 teams making the NCAAs now. I think this UC San Diego team will have an argument to try and go for one of those at-large bids. They're ranked number 11 in the country right now, but the performances that they've put up, they already beat Hawaii once this year. Tonight, this has been a back-and-forth battle. UC San Diego obviously going to hope that this isn't their final set of the Big West tournament, but if they do lose, then they'll be hoping for a seed to be given to them at large. Certainly no guarantee there.
It would certainly take a miracle, as what shows up on the resume are the wins and losses. Sometimes that grit gets lost in the box score, and UC San Diego peaking at the right time, playing some of their best volleyball of the season, have run into the buzzsaw that is this Hawaii Rainbow Warriors team that started slow and found a way back. Brad Rostrader with his entire team in a huddle as Hawaii are already waiting for the Tritons on the floor. Another change coming, the third already of this set, as Jim Garrison will be replaced by the aforementioned redshirt senior Peter Selcho, the Fountain Valley native who got the start last night and had 3 kills on 6 swings and has hit above 400 in 5 of his last 7 games. Substitution taking some time, and from the chair, Tony Chen issues a yellow card. Looks like to Jim Garrison, who can now head back to the bench. Sakanoko looking to continue his service run. 14 serving 6.
Wouldn't expect anything to change from Louis Sakanoko. Keeps going to that float. He's targeting Aiden Powell.
8 straight points for the Rainbow Warriors, 7 straight serves from Sakanoko. This one's passed by Sani. Lewers to Chandler, left side off the tape. First touch, Rosenthal. Sakanoko, back row set, left side, Roar. Off the triple block, Greenwich, first touch. Rosenthal beyond the 10-foot line, pushes back to Roar. One touch in the back row and a diving dig from Boyle, but it's not enough to keep it alive. Another point for the Rainbow Warriors. And Brad Rostrader will take off Aiden Powell, who got the start in set 4, and bring back on Leo Provetnikov in rotation 3.
This one's slipping away from the Tritons.
Sakanoko, 15 serving 6. Float serve. Provetnikov pass. Lewers left side to Chandler. Off the block. One touch from Wade. Second touch, Rosenthal. Roar looking for high hands and a joust at the net. And he got a touch off of Provetnikov and Chandler. Nothing going the way of UC San Diego, as the Bows are up by 10 on the doorstep of a 4-set victory.
Brad Rostrader discussing that last play, now he'll challenge.
Rostrader already successful on a challenge here in set 4. Lost his first 3. And he's challenging the touch at the net. Rosenthal set outside to Roar, and Roar was always looking to get a favorable touch. This Hawaii attack has been balanced as the night wears on. Sakanoko, 11 kills. Travell Jordan, 7 of his own. Ofe Kazan has chipped in 4, replacing Justin Todd, who remains out of this game with a lower leg injury.
And listen to this exponential growth. 156 hitting percentage in set 1 for Hawaii. 185 in set 2, both way below their standard. Set 3 started to figure out up at 296, got them the set victory, and now in set 4 so far, 500. Hawaii is firing on all cylinders again, and this is looking like the best attack in the Big West as they've been all season long. The Tritons have found a way to slow it down at times tonight, but now Tread Rosenthal is operating very efficiently.
Review ongoing. And this is Hawaii's first matchup of the Big West Championships. As the 1 seed, they get an automatic pass to the semifinals. They have spent the week here in Irvine getting comfortable at the Bren Event Center, where they already took 2 matches against UC Irvine earlier on in the conference schedule. These lights, certainly familiar. And as you mentioned, Bruce, they've only looked better as the night wears on, and that does not bode well for whoever is going to meet Hawaii in the final if they keep playing like this in set 4.
You do have to think, as you see, Long Beach State has their coaching staff still here watching from over on the side of the UC San Diego bench. Have to think those other teams are watching with UC Irvine and Long Beach State, looking at what UC San Diego has done with their block. At times to slow Hawaii down and thinking that they could apply it tomorrow if they get there.
David Niffen also in the building alongside members of the UC Irvine men's volleyball team as the challenge is unsuccessful. And the point will stay with Hawaii. 16 serving 6. Sakanoko, another float. Errant pass, Sani lures, pushes cross court. Provetnikov did not get a touch at the net as his swing goes long. A marathon behind the service line from Louis Sakanoko as the Bows are up by 11. Sakanoko float serve. Sani pass, lures from the logo. D-ball, Chandler, cross court, dug out by Wade and back across and out of bounds. Mercilessly. The run comes to an end as Evan Boyle shepherds the first touch from Kainoa Wade beyond the boundary.
Ooh, that was close. The dig from Wade went across the net, just missed the line, and UC San Diego didn't have anyone there.
Now Chandler serving for the first time tonight, and it goes long. Point and serve right back to Hawaii. Louis Sakanoko took over serving at 8-6. Served all the way to 17-6. Now Finn Kearney subs in for his 3rd service turn of the night. 18 serving 7. Kearney down the line, pass from Boyle, lures from his knees right to the tape. Selcho touched it across, but the rally has been blown dead, and the point is going to go to Hawaii.
They're calling a net against UC San Diego.
In the back row, Evan Boyle comes up a little bit gimpy, shaking out his right leg.
With Finn Kearney back behind the line, he's a player to watch as a service sub for Hawaii, not only through this tournament, but into the NC2As.
Low serve, over on 2, and Travell Jordan tries to make the Tritons pay on a first touch kill that goes wide. Finn Kearney, the ticking time bomb behind the service line, did his job, but Travell Jordan, an eager beaver in the middle, gives the serve back to the Tritons. Quentin Greenidge back into rotation 1 as Leo Provetnikov, 8 serving 19 down the line. Roar up to Rosenthal. Travell Jordan. Hawaii the first to the red zone. And a mammoth advantage at 20-8. Tread Rosenthal. An ace tonight. Roll serve across, pass from Boyle, lures, left side Sani off the block of Travell Jordan and into the scorer's table. A change into the front row. Off goes Evan Boyle. On comes Leo Wiemelt, the junior middle blocker of LaGrange, Illinois.
Wiemelt had a great game against Hawaii in regular season.
Selcho serve, overpass Greenidge, Sani! First touch kill from the logo.
Any momentum changing plays like that one, welcome right now for the Tritons.
10 serving 20. Sakanoko to Rosenthal. Right side Roar. Off Provetnikov in the back row. And into the San Diego bench. That last swing from Sani might have been the Tritons' death rattle as the Bows are up by 11. Adrian Roar to serve. High toss. And 20 feet beyond the end line. Almost caught Cameron Worrell in the San Diego sideline huddle. Change of the libero's position. Off goes Boyle. On comes Cook. John Lewers is back to serve. High toss. Fastball. Pass from Greenwich up to Rosenthal. D-set Wade. Down the line at the feet of Keegan Cook. The Rainbow Warriors 3 points away from a 4-set victory.
This crowd is getting loud. They can taste the Big West Championship appearance.
And a big change now in service. Off goes Travell Jordan. On comes Will Bartelt, the freshman outside. Served across, pass Provetnikov up to Lewers, to the back row, and Provetnikov put his foot on the line. Excuse me, it's Kai Taylor back to serve for the second time for the Rainbow Warriors at 23-11. Taylor serves it into the net. Costa Mesa, California native will sub out now, replaced by Travell Jordan.
Sebastiano Sani going back behind the line now. Could this be his last service trip?
Sebastiano Sani will not go out with a whimper. It's 12 serving 23. Sani hard to the back row. Off the chest of Roar. Sakanoko from the bench bumps it back to the net. Wade off the touch of the blockers. Back to the Hawaii side. Hazan bumps it to Wade in the middle. Dug out by Sani. Lewers pushes cross court. Provetnikov looking for the power angle, and he sent it long. Match point number 1 for the Rainbow Warriors. (24 serving 12). And the Tritons can only smile and accept their fate. It's Kainoa Wade looking to put a bow on a dominant 4th set. Hard serve. Pass from Sani. Lewers to the middle. Wiemelt dug out. Roar into the stands. Cannot keep it alive on the second touch. And San Diego will live to see at least one more point. For the 9 seniors on this roster, this could be it. Ethan Horniak subs on in service, replacing Leo Wiemelt as the Hawaii faithful remain on their feet. Match point number 2. Horniak, float serve. Pass from Roar. Rosenthal. Hazan in the middle off the head of Chandler. Roar first touch. Rosenthal to Sakanoko in the middle, dug out by Sani. Lewers pushing cross court. Provetnikov off the hands of Hazan. First touch Rosenthal. Second touch Greenwich. Bumped outside. Louis! And it's a Sakanoko slam to end it and send the Rainbow Warriors back to the Big West Championship game. 25-13 the final score in set 4.
12 kills for Louis Sakanoko, leading the way for the Rainbow Warriors. Tread Rosenthal gets to an even 40 assists with that last one. Hawaii wasn't firing on all cylinders throughout this one, but they get there in the end. You see dismayed faces on the side of UC San Diego. Sebastiano Sani looking up into the rafters.
Handshake line beneath the net. John Lewers, the last one in the San Diego line, in tears. A senior-heavy San Diego team that fought valiantly to the bitter end sees their season end in the Big West semifinals. And tonight, it's the Rainbow Warriors who can celebrate. They'll be right back here in the Bren Event Center tomorrow night.
Just the beginning of what Hawaii hopes is going to be a long run through the Big West Championship game tomorrow and into the NCAAs. This Hawaii team has very high hopes. You saw it in set 4, what they're capable of. A .421 hitting percentage. Tread Rosenthal operating that offense to perfection. This Rainbow Warriors roster with 5 Big West first team selections, as talented as they come.
Leading the way, Louis Sakanoko, 12 kills, followed by Adrian Rohr, who tallies 10. Tristan Tatrisky with 6, Travell Jordan with 8. And for UC San Diego, no surprise that Sebastiano Sani leads the way with 12 kills. He has been their offensive leader all season long. And in the final huddle for the Tritons, somber faces as they gather around Brad Rostrader. The Rainbow Warriors will await the winner of Long Beach State and UC Irvine in a rematch of the black and blue rivalry coming up in just shy of 40 minutes. Charlie Wade hungry for back-to-back titles in his 17th season at the helm as the University of Hawaii punches their ticket to the Big West title game. For the second straight year, the Rainbow Warriors will have a shot at the crown. And it's no less than they deserve.
An embrace with Brad Rostrader, Luke Chandler, and John Lewers. An effort to be commended for UC San Diego to close out the year.
The joy of victory, the agony of defeat on full display here in the Bren Event Center. And this is just the first half of our doubleheader tonight on 22 West Radio. Coming up in just shy of 40 minutes, it's Long Beach State taking on UC Irvine, the number 2 seed and the number 3 seed in these Big West championships, going head-to-head for the 3rd time in 2 weeks. It finishes in semifinal number 1, Hawaii 3, UC San Diego 1. This has been a presentation of the Hawaiian Islands Presents the 2026 Outrigger Men's Volleyball Championships on 22 West Radio, streaming live on YouTube and online at 88.1 KKJZ HD3 Long Beach. For our entire 22 West crew, Biana Wongsu Pongpon, Alex Prado, Cy Youngblood, I've been JayDe Beaudry alongside Bruce Kuntz, and we will see you very soon for Long Beach State and UC Irvine live at the Bren Event Center on 22 West Radio.